Sávio Moreira de Oliveira, known as Savinho or Savinho, is a professional Brazilian footballer who plays as a winger for Premier League club Manchester City and the Brazilian national team. Savinho is not your typical footballer. Having grown up in his grandparents' home in the rural area of Sao Mateus, in the southeast of Brazil, he learned early in his life to ride horses, milk cows and plant vegetables such as lettuce, okra and tomatoes. It remains his favorite holiday destination. If you ask him whether he wants to spend it in Cancun, Mexico, or with his grandparents, he will definitely choose the latter. That's his passion, his mother Dona Nilma said. As much as Savinho enjoyed the daily routine on the farm, however, he was meant for football. It didn't take long for Nilma to find it out either. He was only 5 when she heard a prophecy from one of his first coaches. Savinho started playing on the beach, and after switching to the pitch, was soon on the radar of big teams. Ultimately, the left-footer signed for Atletico Mineiro after impressing in a match against their under-17 side. He was 11. Precocious, he went on to become, at 16, the youngest player to play for Atletico in the Brazilian league and, at 18, the youngest to score for them in a Libertadores Cup game. His meteoric rise convinced City Football Group to move quickly, and it beat competition from Arsenal to secure his services in 2022. Strong on the ball and able to change direction in a second fraction, Savinho was originally registered at 3rd Division club Troyes, but never featured for the French side. Instead, he was sent on loan to PSV. An early injury, however, stalled his progression and, combined with reduced minutes after that, made it impossible for him to shine in the Eredivisie. Girona had watched him in the 2023 Under-20 World Cup and decided he was worth the bet, although it was not easy to convince Michel at first as he had asked for an experienced winger. He had to hit the ground running, and so he did, imposing himself from the first moment he arrived in Catalonia. He wasn't allowed to switch off for a minute. He simply couldn't. "You have the potential to finish this season with 10 goals and 20 assists, so do it," Michel told him during halftime in a match in which he had already scored and assisted once. It certainly won't get any easier for Savinho under Guardiola. He doesn't mind. He's living his dream.